Hi everyone. So before I start this video review, I just want to give a shout out to my sister Carrie. We went and saw the movie today. It's our second time going to the movies this year and our second film about the 1980s. We had Sing Street that was in Dublin, Ireland in 1985, and now we're back in America, I believe Texas, in 1980. The film, of course, I'm talking about, and this is my review of Everybody Wants Some! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Only two, though. I think it deserved another one, maybe a couple more. But anyways, so this is the spirited sequel of Dazed and Confused, the movie directed by Richard Linklater 23 years ago. Can't believe it. That movie's that old. And I might be seeing that film for the first time in the theater. I've seen it. I own the Blu-ray, the DVD. I haven't seen it in many years, but I've never seen that movie in the theater. So I might in a couple days see it for the first time in the movie theater. We'll see what happens. See if it happens or not. I'm just so busy. A lot of things coming up. So Richard Linklater, of course, made Boyhood last year, a movie that was praised. Some people loved it. Most people loved it. Some people hated it. But what I love about Richard Linklater is that he just dabbles in all kinds of different genres. He's willing to make big pictures, small pictures. He's just everywhere, and I've loved him ever since I saw Slacker. It's such a unique film. I'd almost like to see another movie like Slacker, not a sequel, but a spirited sequel to Slacker, kind of really go back to his roots. But I like that he is really indie, really indie, and also really mainstream at times. He'll make the mainstream movies to fund his passion projects, and I believe this movie, Everybody Wants Some, is a passion project. It's centered in 1980, August. We get to know these characters for about 3 days right before college is starting again. It is 1980, but the fashion, the style, the music is really all from the 1970s, whether it's country or disco or rock and roll. It's all stuff that we love and appreciate from the 1970s, and stuff that we love today and will never get old. I don't care what genre it is, even country music. I mean, just stuff that'll just never die. So we get to know a main character, and there's a lot of people in this movie, and I feel like they all deserve to be mentioned. I might forget somebody, and I apologize for that, but there are a lot of unknown people, and there's people that I've seen before but didn't really recognize, and now recognize after but this movie is centered on a guy named Jake, played by Blake Jenner, who is amazing. He's an amazing guy, and I'm probably going to say that a lot for all these characters. So Jake looks like he just graduated from high school. He started his freshman year some place in Texas, and he's a baseball player. He was very famous in his high school, and now he's kind of lower on the totem pole because he's meeting all these guys, these sophomore, juniors, seniors. Then there is also meeting girls, of course, having a good time with some girls. But there's also some other freshmen, too, that are being hazed and stuff like that throughout this experience. But he meets a group of guys. And I really want to mention as many of these guys as possible, because a lot of them are probably getting work, but this might be their first real important big film that they've ever been in, even if they've been in other stuff that I just don't know where they're from. So we have Tyler, and I'm going to butcher some of these names, and I apologize. Tyler Hoechlin, he plays McReynolds. He's great. He's so cool. What a interesting, weird, douchey character. We have Ryan Guzman, who after I saw it, I was like, oh, I've seen this guy before. He's in the Step Up movies, and he was in The Boy Next Door, sadly. But in this movie, I can't say this character was something that really stuck with me. But, I'm proud of that he was part of it. There's a love interest played by Zoe Deutsch. Her name is Beverly in the film. This movie's more about the men's experience, so we get to know a few female. I wish we would have gotten to know more female in the movie. We have Justin Street, who plays Jay, and I believe he was just this weird, interesting character that I think everybody had a friend like him in high school or college. Everybody had a friend like him, just really out there. Wyatt Russell, who plays Wildingby. I'm sorry, some of these names. I apologize, but that guy was a great character. That guy was funny. I mean, great soundtrack, and he could handle a bong very, very well. Glenn Powell plays Finnegan. And sadly, I don't. I mean, maybe he was wearing, because all these people have hair and stuff like that, and I really just want to mention all these guys. I can't nothing comes to mind right now. I got to see the movie again. I just saw it once. We have Temple Baker, I think, plays another freshman. He had a lot of humor to the film. Jay Quilton Johnson plays Dale. Great character. Wish we could see more of him. And then there's some other ones, and there's a lot of people in this film. I mean, everybody deserves credit. I could talk about the cast forever. It's a big cast, a lot of characters. Okay, so yeah, I was very excited to see this film. Big fan of Richard Linklater. And if you've noticed, as I've talked about this cast, this is just a very awesome movie. I mean, it just lives up to its great name. I believe the name is taken from a Van Halen song, a song that I think I was introduced when I saw the 1985 film Better Off Dead with that great animation sequence. If you haven't seen Better Off Dead, stop right now. Stop this video and just watch Better Off Dead. You're better off watching Better Off Dead than listening to what I say. Because, anyways, just go see this movie. Everybody wants some. It's a must-see. It's entertaining. It's funny. It feels very chill, very relaxed, very casual. Yeah, there is a plot. We get to know these characters leading up to their college experience. They're playing baseball together. So it's them just hanging out, doing their thing, doing drugs, sleeping with women, going to parties, going to going to clubs, different clubs and stuff like that. But I think if you didn't really love these characters and care about them somewhat, then you just think all this is kind of pointless. But the characters are fun. They're exciting. They're fresh and cool and likable and interesting enough. I mean, I wish we could delve more into them. And, when Dazed and Confused came out 23 years ago, who knew who Ben Affleck was and Matthew McConaughey and Lila Jovovich and Parker Posey and all the other people in that film, who would go on to be so famous today. And I'm really interested to see who will become famous after this film comes out. It'd be interesting to find out after this movie who's actually going to... I hope everyone has a chance, because they all deserve to be seen. The setting's great, the music's great, the look, the feel of the 80s is great. It's all captured very well. Here's my one complaint, and I might be in the wrong, but this is just my opinion about this one complaint. It's kind of a nitpick, and I think the film looks like it was shot on digital, with a nice digital camera. So that aspect of this movie felt a little phony to me. I wish the film was shot on film. If it was, and I'm getting this wrong, and I see something different, I wish it was shot on film or something to bring it, feel like a real late 70s, 80s movie. I mean, they got everything else right. I don't know why it was shot so perfectly. It looks too good. It looks too polished, and it was distracting throughout the entire film. Luckily, I cared about everything that was happening. I was into it. It's a movie where you can hang out with all your friends, and it's happening too, and you could be enjoying it, maybe, looking forward to your favorite scene, and maybe talking with what's going on in the movie, and maybe going, oh yeah, that's it's a movie that you can experience at the same time. I wouldn't mind. I don't normally like to go to the movies or see a movie and have people talking during it. But that's a movie where I want it on, I want a party happening, I want to be oh, here comes my favorite scene, everybody quiet, everybody quiet. It's just lots of stuff like that happens throughout the entire film. And it's just got a great vibe to it. And it's funny as hell. And there's not a single character that feels phony or fake or unrelatable. And I could talk about this movie for hours. So I'm gonna close before I'm going to close very soon. So what I want to say before I close the review, I really hope and pray that this film is actually an underground pilot episode for a TV series that we're going to get very, very soon with this entire cast. I don't know what this cast is doing now after they get this movie, but I would love to see this entire cast come back, and I want to see these people's experiences through college, especially the main character as he's going through his freshman year and through college and life. I want to see that. I feel like this movie is a pilot episode to an awesome series that needs to be shown on Showtime or HBO or Netflix or Amazon. I hope this is not even an original idea that's popping in my head. I hope other people are thinking of this too, because that's what I want. I want to watch Everybody Wants Some, the TV show, with the same cast. And I want Richard Linklater to be the head writer if he can, and also produce the show. That's all I got to say. Everyone Wants Some is a really great film, completely entertaining from beginning to end. Yeah, I have a few little issues, but other than that, I really enjoyed this film, and I would give Everybody Wants Some, exclamation point, exclamation point. I'm going to give the film a solid 3.5 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.